Yo, dudes, what's up, man? Welcome to Madagascar, dude. Man, just out here chilling on the beach, man, this crazy guy named like JV came through here on a bobcat and just started carving out a motocross track through the mountain, man. So me and my boys gonna hop on the bikes, and give it a rip. Getting toasty out here on the beach. So any guys, yeah, you guys check it out, man. That JV guy is gnarly, man. So all right, man. We'll see you on the track, man. All right.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Madagascar by JV. Sorry about that crazy guy just a second ago. That's my weird cousin, Benny Barber. Definitely not Boober Barber. So here we go on the straightaway here as we're going to pop a little wheelie for you guys. It's the best I got in me, though. Not much of a wheelie guy, but this right-hand sweeper then carving our way up the hill. This track is just absolutely full of immersion. I was talking with JV about it and saying, "Oh man, this thing just makes me really want to put on a VR headset." I've never worn one, but I feel like this track would be really cool to wear, as how it's so damn immersive. It's really awesome as we go through this sand section right here and see the beach and the water right over there. But anyways, for those of you guys that may not know, JV has been in the community for quite some time now. He took a little break. Super happy to have him back. That's part of the reason that for the shop, or kind of the motive behind MXV Shop, was to give these guys that are truly great at what they do when it comes to making these tracks and stuff a place to be compensated some for their hard work. And as you guys can see already, a lot of work was put into this, as a lot of this is all custom models made by JV, and really just an awesome job. So shout out to JV. You really killed it this time. Probably, in my opinion, the most immersive track bikes have seen at this point. And that is no disrespect to anybody else. As you guys know, that Hearn Compound came out just I don't know, maybe about a month ago. And that track is absolutely awesome too. But this one aesthetically is just crazy. So not only is it a really fun track to ride, it is still really technical. I'm not the best rider in the game, but you guys will see I'm struggling as I overjump that right there. But a lot of these jumps and turns, they've got a lot of roughness, like this hill. Going up the hill, you got to be careful going up it. And then this jump right here is really easy to overjump. I let up quite a bit there. So, initially I was like, man, I don't know, you're overjumping this stuff. And sometimes I get aggravated with tracks that you do overjump and you have to check up on. But at the same time, it's definitely more realistic, in my opinion, to be like that. Because, in real life, if you come fourth gear wick into a lip, especially something like this, you're going to launch. So, definitely cool. Really kind of makes you have to be careful and think about what you're going to do and learn the track, learn the jumps. So the track itself, I don't know how great of an actual racetrack it'll be. I think it'll actually be pretty good for a racetrack. Would it be qualified to be ran in some of the pro series and stuff like that? No, probably not, but it definitely could still create a lot of good racing. As we come back up the hill here, this is really, to me, the only area that gets that's not very wide. Other than that, the rest of the track is pretty open, pretty wide. So plenty of room on the track for battles and all the crazy things that come with MX Bikes physics. So here's like a little split lane, which there's a lot of optional lines on this track, and I love that. And I love when optional lines are done right and done correctly. So there's a lot of inside ruts, a lot of outside ruts, and a lot of them are very similar in speed. The corner themselves may be faster to go through inside or outside, but it seems like JV really did his homework here and paid attention, because you might get faster on the inside or the outside of one corner, but it might set you up to where it slows you down depending on which one you take, after the corner. So a lot of thought went into it, and that's things that a lot of track makers and that don't necessarily think about or put a lot of effort into. They'll put multiple lines, but one will obviously just be a lot faster or a lot better or whatever. So really good job there. a lot of these models, or not a lot of them, most all of them are probably custom made by JV, which is really cool. It's a lot of work to do. So I love this little flagger stand right there. Those flagger stands are cool. They got little umbrellas on them. I noticed when I was cruising around and on some jumps that are a little sketchy or whatever, there'll be trees, and the trees have like padding on them. So like just to give that realism factor to it, like if you were at a track and there was trees around, a lot of times they'll have the pads on them, and JV did like some custom pads on them, so it looks really cool. So anyways, yeah, it's about a lap and a half or so around the main track. Really awesome. But there's another track, and I guess you could call it like an enduro style or whatever, but it runs along the beach side and then cuts back in through the main track and up some different trails and stuff. So it's really awesome. So we'll go over there and check that out. All right, so here we are on the start gate again, and do a little more wheelie action. So this one was a little bit better, but instead of going right here, you're gonna go straight through that tape or whatever, and here it is. So it's a really sandy as you go along the beach side. It kind of has that Lommel vibe to it for sure with the roughness. I am no professional at Lommel, so but although I do like riding it, I'm just definitely not one of the fast guys. So yeah, so you cut through here, a lot of cool different sections, a lot of roughness. You got to check up on this table, which I didn't check up enough. I guess it's good enough, but a lot of alternate lines, and it's really cool how it comes back into what I would call the main track. You'll go backwards on part of the main track in different areas, and you'll cut up through different sections, as you'll see here. But take a look at it. JV has not specified any type of price he's planning on charging for the track, but I can assure that it won't be anything to break the bank, as MX Bike Shop does a pretty good job of making sure there's no price gouging or anything like that, which I don't believe JV would do that anyways. Probably wouldn't verify anyone that we thought would do that, so no worries there. He has said that he plans to release the track within, I want to say he said like by next week possibly, but it could be within, I would say on the safe side of things, within 2 weeks. But I will post a link for MX Bike Shop in the description, but whenever the track comes out, I will be sure to come back and update the description here with the actual track link. So man, that's a big cinder up the hill right there, that triple. So yeah, there's just so many fun jumps. This one's really cool too, but it's one you have to check up on. I checked up a little bit too much. It will launch you, but really cool. As you guys can see, like it intermingles back in with the main track in a lot of different areas. So he has like these taped off areas is where this other track goes. I'm not sure if this track will be raceable or not. I'm not 100% sure with that. It probably will be, because it comes back through the finish line. So as you guys can see, I just can't like speak on it enough of like the immersion the track has with all the trees and objects everywhere. I mean, it feels like you're actually on a private island somewhere, just ripping through it. So really, really awesome job. I can't like reiterate enough on it. So that's the end of this track here. So we come to a stop, but we will go into a replay cam and just kind of fly around the track, let you guys see it a little bit better from a sky view. But let's go do that now. All right, guys, so here we are with an above view of Madagascar. You can just see how many trees and objects and stuff there are. It's actually really cool looking place. Here's some like the objects here, some of the people on the beach, the little dog chilling out. This little cabana hut looks really cool. Did a really good job on it. The water looks awesome too. I wish there was a way that we could get the water to move, but I would imagine if possible it'd probably be pretty harsh on the frames. That's another thing as well. You know, I have a 3050 Ti and i7 processor, and I was running on the highest of quality that I could, and I was still averaging like around 140 frames or so. So I would imagine most everyone will be fine as far as their frames go and all that. He did a really good job optimizing and all that. So, you know, here's that flagger stand I was talking about with the umbrella. Just cool stuff. Attention to detail for sure. Now, and here's the pads I was speaking of too. So he like tied these ropes around this tree with the pads. So it looks awesome and really like realistic for a remote island somewhere. Also, we'll come over. Well, we can look at it right here. Like the textures on and off the track for the sand is so cool looking. I mean, it looks extremely realistic for the most part, especially for MX bikes. So amazing job on the texturing. We'll fly over here to the gate so we can see how big the gate is. Definitely gonna allow for a lot of riders. I mean, even just the attention to detail is so cool. Like, look at these gates, how they're all rusty. I mean, how something that was right on the beach with salt water and salt air, it's definitely things would be rusting. So just cool attention to detail. I got the old porta cans, and that's probably where I'll be hanging out most of the time. All the rock formation and stuff, that's another thing that I spoke with him about. I asked him if this was kind of like a final build or if there's a lot of stuff that he was planning on adding, and he said that for the most part it's done, other than, you know, a few little touch-up things here and there. He talked about possibly, I think, adding some like more rock formations out in the water, so that'll be really cool if he does that. Anything that you can do to attract to just or environment to make it more realistic is super cool for sure. So anyways, guys, so this is Madagascar by JV once again. He absolutely smashed it, and I cannot wait for you guys to get this track and check it out, because I think y'all are gonna love it for sure. Once again, I will post a link in the description for MX Bikes shop, as that is where it will be posted, and around a week, 2 weeks max, I would imagine. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. If you would, please slap a like and sub to the channel if you guys want to see some more content like this. I would like to do as many tracks as I can that will be on the shop, as I feel like these videos are needed just for people to get a look at the tracks and, you know, decide whether or not they would like to purchase it or not. So I guess it's the least I can do for these guys that are putting in all the work that they do on these tracks. So, all right, guys, once again, we will see you guys later, and we will see you on the track. Oh yeah, and there's a shark.